Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So his quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
This time it's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Ducks are on the move. Looking for space. It's Mayo. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the wall, force the incompletion.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. By that defense, just a short pickup. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
Hunt is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, picks on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job on the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Ducks are marching down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Follow the blocker. The offense offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man, it's Freeman. Makes the grab on the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Grab near the marker. It's Durham. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To the ground with the bat. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
It'll be third and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Snagged out of the air. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Snap it to the back. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to do it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Knight. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Taking it the other way.
blocks, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a crease. It's Mayo. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Got enough for the first down and wants more. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Quickly complete. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Gonna look downfield again. This time it's complete.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Scanning the field, it's Freeman. Working that left side now. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. snap. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Takes the easy completion. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Ducks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Here comes the heat. Still looking, on the move. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it
defense setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and more. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Quarterback adapted. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for space, it's Spears. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Well, with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard coming around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football. The defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
Just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown, so they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Now improvising. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Might be changing the route. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. With the 1st and 10. looking to throw. It's Freeman. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. It's going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Boise State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, Ellis.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On target to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I like a very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Knight. Safe completion on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Ducks! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And he tags on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him! A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, and you're going to have time to throw.
To throw, it's Freeman. The quick out. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air, it's Freeman. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He got it! Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Might be calling a hot route. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Last chance coming up. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up fourth down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Looking to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.